Hey y'all, it's Larissa LaRue. You're watching Crazitalk. Daylight's fading, so I thought I'd just keep filming until the sun goes down. I was thinking we could just keep pulling cards. I'm gonna put the cards I pulled before back into the deck. One of my end goals, not end goals, but one of my future goals is to do videos where I channel while under the influence of the magical substance we know as Mary Jane. Das ist better, ja. I watched the footage that I took earlier today, and it was pretty good. It was pretty funny, actually, because like I knew my cat was behind me, messing around, trying to get out, but I kind of was just ignoring her. It was actually kind of funny to watch. I do hope that watching my videos will bring some joy into your life, because that is my purpose. I am the cheerful one. I do want to bring joy and light and love into your world. Like, in my head, I'm a little worried. I know that at some point, if I get popular, more people are going to look at my videos. I do want to reach a broader audience, but it is possible that people will say mean things, and my feelings will get hurt. And that's a risk I'm willing to take, because those people that say mean things, the online bullies, are the people that need my attention the most, I feel. Or equally to the people that are perfectly nice and damaged and don't go around saying mean things. Those people deserve my attention too. Everyone deserves healing, I believe. Oh man, there's a rainbow outside my window. Can you even, no, it's too, oh, damn, I can't even see that. But yeah, there's a rainbow outside my window. I have no idea how the settings work on this thing, so I have no idea how to capture that. But there's a rainbow that's really pretty, and my favorite color is rainbow. So I'm just shuffling the deck here. I'm a little apprehensive right now about learning a new skill, and the rainbow's gone. I didn't fully enjoy it. It is what it is. I do want to get another camera. I think that's like the 5th time I've said that. This camera only has, this card wants to get pulled. We've got Lyndon. We got Lyndon, and on the card for Lyndon is a rainbow. Can you even see that? Is the glare even? I don't know. Oh wow, that's so nice. Isn't that nice? I'm gonna look up the meaning of that in just a sec. Yeah, this camera only has 30 frames per second, and I feel like I need something that's much faster than that. But I was at Best Buy earlier today, and I was looking at cameras there, and none of them said what their FP speed was, FPS speed. So, I don't know, I need help. So if people can give me recommendations, if anybody has a recommendation for a good camera to do this on, one with better, honestly, I do need to play around with the settings to see if I can adjust the settings so that I capture better images with the lighting that I have available to me. Baobab. Never heard of it. Black Elder again. Like I said, I know that there are people who will want to, there's a card that just popped right out. Bristlecone Pine, I've gotten that one before. People want to say it's just a coincidence, and you know, when do you give up on the idea of it's not a coincidence? How much serendipity does the world have to show you before you believe in it? Ask yourself. I mean, it's a choice. Your beliefs, we all get to choose what our beliefs are. And I choose to believe in fairies and magic. When I was a little kid, outside my bedroom window, there was a beautiful big maple tree. It's been cut down since then. But I would spend hours watching the wind play in the leaves on this tree. And Matilda would be there, and she would say, when you see a leaf that's, you know, in the wind, that's out of sync with the rest of the leaves, that is a little fairy dancing on the leaf. And I fully believed it. Don't send me to the loony bin. But yeah, is it really any more crazy than believing in an invisible man in the sky, judging and watching you constantly, listening to your prayers but mostly ignoring them? How do you justify a God that allows so much suffering in the world? How do you do that? Anyway, Lyndon. Where is Lyndon? And I'm not asking you to try, I'm not asking you because I'm not pretending, I'm not making a statement guised as a question. I'm genuinely asking, how do you factor that in? For me, it's because I think that when you see divinity when you narrow it down into the shape of a human, you give it limitations. Because I find that the universe is so vast, and it's not a thinking, it's just a responding entity. It doesn't have feelings you can hurt, it just responds to what you put out into the universe. What you put out comes back to you. Become what you think about. It's a lot easier to understand why and how all the suffering in the world can continue. Because it's not a God that's sadistic and crazy saying, oh well, I don't care. It's a universe that wants balance and will achieve it eventually. We're on the upswing. Things are getting better. Spirit science is a really important resource for me. It was for me to help me have a vocabulary and understanding of where we are in this planet, in this solar system, in this universe, and not just this universe, parallel universes and dimensions and time and all that wacky stuff. It really helped me sort of, you don't worry so much about the little things when you think about how small and insignificant we really are. And yet we're all perfectly important. Baobab. Survival. Okay. I was going to look at Lyndon first with Baobab. Page 29. I get the feeling people are going to want to be like, we didn't see you shuffle the cards. How do we know that you're just pulling them out randomly? You're going to have to trust me. I mean, I could scale it back, but I don't know, you're going to trust me. I am Baobab, Diva Message. I am known as the Tree of Life because I can help people to survive. Whoa. I'm downloading a video editing program, and it just started its own little, I guess, movie. I don't have time for that right now. Okay. The Baobab Diva Message. I am known as the Tree of Life because I can help people to survive the hardest living conditions. Whenever you call on me, I will give you emotional strength and spiritual sustenance so that you can cope with whatever life brings you. The baobabs, I'm sure I could be saying that wrong, I don't know. Remarkable ability to store thousands of gallons of water in its spongy wood of its trunk has saved countless lives in times of drought. The layer of fiber beneath the bark is used to make rope and cloth. The life-saving qualities of the baobab give it great spiritual significance in Africa and Australia, and it is believed to be the gateway to the afterlife. It can live for up to 3,000 years before rotting from the inside and collapsing. Its edible seeds are high in vitamin C, calcium, and protein. So are a valuable food. It's really pretty tree too. I like it anyway. It looks like it has multiple trunks all standing side by side. Maybe now that there's less glare you can see the rainbow and the linden thingy. Linden means peace. 49. Linden Diva Message. Look at my heart-shaped leaves if you want to understand my affectionate message to you. Try to send out a sense of love and peacefulness wherever you are in the world and regardless of your outer circumstances. Lindens are also known as lime trees. All parts of the tree are valuable, from the inner bark, once used to make rope, to their fragrant flowers, which are an important food for bumblebees. In ancient times, a linden marked the site of the local court of law. In Greek mythology, Philyra, the mother of the centaur Chiron, was transformed into a linden tree. In North and Germanic legend, the linden was the sacred tree of Frigga, the mother goddess, and Freya, the mistress of the earth. A tea made from the flowers calms the nerves and soothes digestive problems. And we got Black Elder again, so I'll read that one again. Abundance, right? Page 72. I'm going to try and make each video less than 25 minutes because this camera's weird. It keeps chopping it off. Black Elder Diva message. I have ancient powers and can bring you abundance and protection. My flowers bring you refreshment in the hot summer, and my berries give you sustenance in the autumn. If you honor me, I will send you many blessings. I know I read this earlier today, but I don't even remember reading it. The elder is traditionally associated with the white goddess, who brought benevolence and healing. So elder trees are commonly planted in gardens and on farmland to bring good fortune and protection. Later traditions contradicted this, saying, oh yeah, I remember reading this part now. Also, I remember watching it just now. Christ died on a cross made from elderwood, and Judas hanged himself from an elder tree. The tree has many medicinal properties. Excellent for treating nasal and sinus problems. A hot decoction of the berries has antiviral properties. Interesting. Yes, interesting. I'm gonna have to turn my overhead light on pretty soon. And then the other one was the bristlecone pine. Persistence, page 34. Bristlecone pine diva message. My needles can stay green for over 40 years before dying, so I can help you to learn the art of persistence and patience. I added in the patience part. My ability to survive for thousands of years means I have witnessed many turbulent events, but I continue to grow despite them all. Bristlecone pines are honored for their immense longevity. Some are thought to be the oldest single living organisms in the world. One, a Great Basin bristlecone, popularly known as Methuselah, is believed to be over 4,800 years old. The bristlecone pine survives for so long because damaged bark and wood die back, thereby sending sap to healthy parts of the tree. Old trees have several trunks and can support healthy crowns from a surprisingly small amount of bark. So, persistence, abundance, what was the blessings, longevity, all good messages, right? Every time I pull cards, I always get good messages. Even if I got a card like death or the tower. I mean, all of those things, you can always choose to see things in a bright, positive outlook, right? Let's pull some more cards. Can you see me now? Computer, what are you doing? So I'm not a magician. I'm not trying to trick you. I have no abilities to palm cards or shuffle decks with... I have no abilities for sleight of hand or anything like that. So, let's see what cards we pull. Hawthorn. I haven't gotten that one in a while. Giant redwood. Date palm. I'm just pulling the first few off. And bristlecone pine again. So, I've gotten a hawthorn, and it's hawthorn in the shape of a pentagram. I've gotten that one before. We just got bristlecone pine. I don't remember if I've gotten date palm before or not, and I'm pretty sure I've never gotten giant redwood. Let's read hawthorn. I love pentagrams. I used to draw them when I was a kid. I loved taking shapes like triangles and making them into stars. You take two triangles and put them over top of each other, and you get a Star of David, or the, is it a hexagram? I think it's a hexagram. I can't remember, but I love shapes. It's all sacred geometry. It's all the basic mathematics of our existence. It comes down to these shapes, these primal shapes. And if you watch the Spirit Science, it's all on YouTube. It's completely free. I found it really, for me, it's one of those things where you look at it and you decide if it feels true. to you. You don't have to believe it. Again, beliefs are a choice. Beliefs are a choice. I never believed in the Immaculate Conception, but I definitely believed in guardian angels. I often can't find things even though they're right in front of my face. Magic. Makes sense, right? Page 65. What was I just talking about? Magic and fairies. Wasn't I just talking about magic and fairies? I'm trying to help you see the magic in the world. I am definitely a conduit of those things. I have the bio whatever makeup that I can see it. I can see it and feel it. Well, I can feel it more than I see it, honestly. I don't really see auras the way some people see auras. It's more like I feel it in my gut, and then that gets turned into a visual. I feel thoughts and feelings come through in the back of my head, and that gets turned into a visual. It's not like the picture comes straight into my brain. It's kind of fuzzy and vague. Hawthorne Diva message. Treat me with caution and give me respect, because I am an ancient and powerful tree. My thorns are sharp to give me protection, and wherever I grow is said to mark the entrance to the underground realm of the fairies. Hawthorn, with its sharp thorns and intricate network of branches, has been grown as hedging for centuries. It is strongly associated with magic and spiritual cleansing, while its white flowers, born profusely in spring, associate it with the purity of the white goddess. That's the second card associated with the white goddess that I pulled today. It flowers around May Day, which is also the Celtic festival of Beltane, and it was believed to protect against the witches who were always very active at this turning point of the year. Hawthorn has long been used as a herbal remedy to balance blood pressure and strengthen the heart. Okay, date palm. Date palm diva message. I bring you the simple but essential gift of grace. My leaves are simple fronds, yet can be woven into many useful or decorative household items. My fruits, which are sweet and nutritious, hang down in graceful profusion. The date palm is thought to be the world's oldest cultivated food-producing plant, and is at least 6,000 years old. For the ancient Egyptians, this tree was the home of Nephthys, who was the protector of the dead and greeted new arrivals to the underworld with a tray of dates. It was an important tree for the ancient Greeks, who believed that a sacred date palm on the island of Delos witnessed the births of Artemis and Apollo. According to the Quran, Mary gave birth to Jesus under a date palm. In traditional Chinese medicine, dates tone the blood and affect the lung, liver, and spleen meridians. Cool. It's a reminder to show grace in the face of pressure. Teach yourself how to bend. I think this card came up for me because I was expressing my worries about being criticized, and to remember to accept criticism with grace and kindness and respond with compassion. Very important, because no matter how much somebody is mean to you, that doesn't mean you have to be mean to them back to teach them a lesson, to teach them karma, to get your retribution. You don't have to hurt them back. If anything, we all should, if somebody hurts us, show them compassion, because there's something about them that's damaged. And I understand that not everybody's going to be okay with that idea, because sometimes people hurt you really bad and you're just so angry. The angry that you feel is one thing. How you respond to other people about it is another thing. So giant redwood. Majesty. It's the last card of my deck. Page 73. Giant redwood diva message. I am renowned for my stateliness and my awe-inspiring size. I am majestic, and I can teach you how to attain your potential too, so that you're able to create your own power in the world and express your true self. That's what I'm trying to do for myself, and then sharing that with you guys so that you can do that for yourselves too. The giant redwood is one of the most splendid trees in the arboreal kingdom, and is particularly for its immense girth and longevity. And with some giant redwoods thought to be at least 2,000 years old, the groves in which the giant redwoods grow in California were once the province of Native Americans, who would undoubtedly have revered the trees, although details of their mythological significance have now been lost. I bet you somebody knows. The trees were an important source of medicine, and today the United Huma Nation of Louisiana use infusions of the inner bark to treat jaundice. Right way up, do not underestimate yourself either in terms of your natural abilities or your unique personality. My roommate's gonna play some music on her little, she has a little speaker, a Bluetooth speaker. She's gonna take a bath. You have so much to offer the world that there is no need to feel inadequate or to lack self-confidence. Let me show you the way. Sometimes over the last few days, even though these videos have not been viewed by anybody but myself, I still feel connected to the viewers. And I've got about 4 minutes before I have to cut. I feel like I'm getting your responses telepathically already, and I feel like I'm receiving a certain amount of criticism and compassion and like the whole range. But because I'm sensitive, because I was bullied a million years ago, I have PTSD about that, it leaves me feeling inadequate. It really does. And so I'm glad that this card came up, because it is reminding me to have faith in myself, and so that I can share that with you all, and we can all be stronger and better together. Okay, I'm gonna cut now and try to learn how to edit videos, I guess.